for the Unleashed Boys. The Unleashed Boys for the LGBTQ community. Featuring my mama, Gwen GQ, and David Skeeter Clemens. Ow! Let me hear that voice!
Ready? All right.
This is the S to the K to the double E to the T to the E to the R. I'm sitting here with the G to the Q, and I'm sitting here with Terryl to the Buckner. And we're in the house today, and we are fired up. Hello, somebody!
I thought we agreed you weren't going to do that.
Ow! It's National Pride Month. Ow!
Yes, yes.
Oh my God, that is so ugly.
Yes.
Please stop doing that. Please.
That means your shin hit something. My shin hurting.
Yeah, you're probably right. That's how it would sound if your shin hit something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hello, Memphis. This is the Unleashed Voice for the LGBTQ community radio show here on AM 990 KWAM. The mission of our radio show is to educate, empower, and enrich our listeners so that we can broaden your perspective to make our society that is void of discrimination, prejudice, and inequality. This is our brick. This is our brick that we're laying for the LGBTQ community. And we want you to gain something from this radio show today. We have a hot show. We have a hot guest in the house. He's a good friend. We go way back. Like Pimps in the Candy.
That's way
We
bad.
got Terryl Buckner in the studio. Yay! Woo.
Hello,
Say hi,
hello.
Terryl.
Hello, hello, everybody.
Yeah, we got Terryl Buckner in the studio. But before we bring our guest in, we got to jump over in Skeeter Lane and see what's on his mind. So what's on your mind, son?
Let me give a shout out to Miss T.S. Madison for releasing her book, memoir, on this past week and appearing on MSNBC. So shout outs and kudos to T.S. Madison. Also, I want to talk about Rachel D. Dozell, Dochi.
Dole pineapples.
No. She's accused of representing herself as black.
Mm-hmm.
And the black community is in outrage because she's president of the NAACP and they thought she was black, but she has two white parents. So I want to just put my little spiel on that. Black people, we are so hypocritical. Meaning, we put Parisian hair in our head, or Korean hair, Parisian nails.
Malaysian.
We go get our skin bleached to look white.
What about contacts?
Contacts. I don't have an issue with that. But when they do it, it's an issue.
Ooh.
What's the problem?
Ooh, you went left though. Yeah.
I don't know why she did it, but my point is this. In the words of Brother Malcolm, who taught you how to hate yourself? You hate yourself and you do things to change the way you look. You don't like your big nose. You don't like your wide hips, your big breasts, your dark skin. You want to lighten it up, but then she do it, then you get mad.
What about the hair texture? We do perms too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I perm, baby.
Oh, okay.
Well, I've been reading, and my philosophy is this: if I don't have, it didn't bother me one way or the other. I don't know why. People, I always want to have an opinion. I read some columnists. I read some of their what they had to say, the opinions that she misrepresented a community that she vowed to serve. But from what I hear, her service record is really good from the time that she's been president of this organization, and that she falsified some information on some applications to get the position. So I think that's where a lot of people were saying that she's been dishonest. But I didn't like the fact that they tried to cross over and give her dilemma diagnosis and say she was transracial. Oh. And the trans community felt like that was imposing on their plight, and you're gonna group this scenario over into and give it a name and call it transracial. That is a diagnosis now. I think it was just thrown around on Twitter, then it took fire, and people are actually using that to say that I have a identity dilemma because I want to identify as another race and not as the way it's being used for the trans community. You want some of this, Terryl?
No, you're okay.
You want some, Eddie?
Yeah.
Come on in.
I think the biggest part that I have an issue with is the fact that she lied. Her
Okay.
track record of doing such great work would have been better, and she would have been more appreciated if she would have just went with her own race. The whole transracial thing, totally out of line, but the lying was what got me more so.
I think the NAACP said that she did inform them of the reason why she distanced herself from her family, and that she had some type of abuse issue with her family, and that they were standing behind her right now.
Oh, well, we lie as people. We lie all the time. We lie on our taxes.
It's a double standard.
We lie on our taxes. We lie to our significant other when we cheating and creeping. We lie to our parents when we out all night, when we stealing from them. We lie to God. We lie all the time. But nevertheless, I'm so tired of hypocritical, extremist Christians. They get on my nerves. But anyways, we're here to celebrate National Pride Month that the President declared here in the United States of America. And we have the founder of Memphis Black Pride sitting in the studio. He's mighty sharp today. This is Mr. Terryl Buckner.
Yes.
You want to introduce yourself to the listeners?
Yes, I'm Terryl from Memphis Black Pride. Basically, I want to start off with some things telling you all about Pride.
Come on.
Pride is our let's go back.
All right.
I actually thought it was our 21st year anniversary until it was brought to my attention. The first T-shirt we had made was from 1988-89, so actually it's 27 years.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes.
You need to do some correction there.
It's 27 years.
Wow.
Yes.
That's great. That shows longevity. It means a whole lot. And that record alone stands on its own merit right there. 27 years as the founder of Black Pride in Memphis, Tennessee. Because from what I understand, prior to you bringing Black Pride to Memphis, there was none outside of just the one Pride.
One Pride. And actually, we used to call that the White Pride.
Yeah.
It's still very much so divided, regardless how hard we try to bring them both together. Of course, it's our culture, different cultures.
Yeah.
But Memphis Black Pride, for myself, the only thing I like to speak on is basically to educate the Black gay community. We have plenty of fun, plenty of education, plenty of entertainment. It's been a roller coaster, up and down, but basically I can say, for me, it's been great. It's been great. Trying to pull the community together is so hard, it's so difficult, and I like everybody to know it's not about me, Terryl Buckner, about pride. It's about unity in the community. And until we learn how to stick together, there's no telling where we'll fall.
I think it's just not obsolete to the LGBTQ community. For instance, they have Black Lives Matter.
Right.
And it's a sign that went up at Orange Mountain that said, well, Black Lives Matter, let's stop killing each other.
Yeah, I saw that.
So it's not just obsolete to this community. I think it's just within the Black community as a whole,
Right.
how far we are stretched and how far distant we are with how we interact with each other.
Okay.
And I think that there's a whole lot of layers of problems on it. We don't have all the time on this show to solve these social ills.
Oof.
But, I understand, what you said, because I've been a part of the community as well as a club owner and
Right.
doing those things and trying to do exactly what you're doing. But listen, we have a great show. We're gonna ask a lot of more relevant questions for you all. And if you want to ask Terryl some questions, call us at 901-260-5226. This is the Unleashed Voice.
59.
5926.
My mama drunk.
This is the Unleashed Voice, LGBTQ community radio show here on AM 990 KWAM, and I am Blair.
She is. She been drinking before the show.
Yes, it's my Friday.